Hey Jen. Right, yeah, let's come out from hiding, I guess. Evening. Yeah, let's play another Sonic game. Last night we did Sonic 2, played a little bit of America Turrican and Shinobi 3 as well. Why is this so stuttery? Oh, my computer isn't doing a bloody update. If that gets annoying, I'll see what I can do about it, but for the time being, we'll just kick into the action, I guess. So yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Let's do it. Another Sonic banger from the Mega Drive era. Probably the best of the Mega Drive games. So yeah, we'll try and do a full run. Try and get all 14 emeralds. And yeah, just take it easy. Hope everybody's had a nice day. Hope you're keeping well. Hope you enjoyed the direct. I've kind of calmed on the direct since it happened, to be honest with you, because as more and more things have been revealed about it, more and more I'm a bit like, this can wait. I mean, I was never going to buy the thing at launch anyway, but now that I know games are going to be like 75 quid each and console's going to be 400 quid. The promise of Chibi Robo, yeah, for sure. The GameCube stuff is very exciting for sure. Like Soul Calibur 2 with Link finally re-released after all this time. Hell yeah. And F-Zero GX as well. And they're all like enhanced for HD and online multiplayer and all that. It's pretty rad. It's a little bit of a shame that the Wii U HD remake of Wind Waker is kind of locked to that system. Doesn't look like they're gonna bother putting that on a modern Switch. But hey ho, at least there's a way to play Wind Waker in a modern day. Right, let's try and pay more attention. I screwed up that first special stage. It's all well and good having a little chat and checking it, comments and things, but sometimes you gotta pay attention. Eyes on the prize, as they say. Sketch Sector, thanks for coming in, buddy. He says, keep eyes on the prize, and then glancing over to see people chatting. There we go. That's the first emerald. Might lower the price of Wii U Wind Waker for sure, There's definitely some exciting stuff in the direct. I mean, I'm excited for Kirby Air Riders. Did not think that was going to happen. It's all good. Level 1 Guardian theme from Sonic 3, right? The whole da-da-da-da-da-da-da, come on! That one. Kind of a shame it gets deleted when you play Sonic 3 and Knuckles, right? It's a goofy song. Real penis music vibes to the Sonic 3 Stage 1 Guardian theme. Right, let's get another emerald. This is my favourite special stage of the first 7. I like the flow that you get. Where did you all learn the technique of going around the edge of the blue spheres to make them turn into rings? Does anybody have a story about how they learnt that? Because I've got one. Back in the day, Sonic was so big that there would be tie-ins with lots of things, and I learnt that tip from the side of a Sonic-sponsored piece of toothpaste. The box had tips for Sonic games on the side, tied in. So yeah, tube of toothpaste. Bump my audio up. Do you mean my microphone? Because mic and game, okay. So microphone, we can bump that up a bit. Any better? How's that? I might be mumbling, it might also be that. And I'll bump that up a bit as well. If you need it to go any further, just let me know. That's better, much obliged, lovely. Cool. You can read it in the manual. Shirosai, I think. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, but thanks for joining. Appreciate coming in. Sonic 3 tip from the French comic. I was 23. The French comic. I still haven't seen the real deal. I don't know if you've ever shown it to me. I mean, I've seen, you know, scans, but never the real deal. Right, down here, isn't it? Yep, there's the other one. Hidden away from Dave Warmer. I love that because of Dave, everybody knows that you've got a copy now. Doxed by Sonic the Comic the Podcast. Well, doxed in as far as the listeners of Sonic the Comic the Podcast know that you own that. I'm trying to remember, is it Sonic Mania or Sonic Origins that stops the speeding up in these special stages? Like they only run at one speed. I think it's Mania. I don't think it does it in Origins. I think it still speeds up as the longer you're in the special stage. I'm pretty sure Mania has them at one speed. The speeding up is one of those things where it's like unnecessarily stressful. I get it. I get wanting to change that. Oh, Sonic Jam does it as well, okay. Tails getting absolutely bodied. Right, first boss. Well, first stage 2 boss. There we go. To the left. Oh yeah, fun fact. I shared this on Tumblr recently, right? So see the colour of Sonic Sprite here. In this area here, the sprite does not change colour when you go underwater. There's no colour palette change in this first area with the water. But after here, oh look, the palette has now changed and the water is affecting things colour-wise. Don't know why that palette swap thing isn't like, doesn't affect that first area, but yeah. How do you pronounce this stage name? I pronounce the stage name Hydro City. Because that's how I've always pronounced it. But velocity. Listen, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. At no point does anybody pronounce the name of the stage in the game itself. So it can be whatever you want it to be, I guess. It's a terrible game regardless. Now. It's probably my second favourite Sonic game, behind Sonic CD. Farewell, thing! I think calling this your favourite Sonic game is not a controversial statement. I think it's fair to say this is one of the bangers. Mania also a very good game. Yeah, this is the first game with Tails is swimming, right? Doesn't appear in Sonic 2, unfortunately. Trying to remember where the big rings are in this stage. I think I've lost my opportunity to go the high route, but that's fine. We'll go this way. What's your favourite of the bonus stages? So, are we talking specifically special stages where you get Chaos Emeralds, or just bonus stages like the ones you get from the Star Posts, where it's just playing for rings and power-ups and points and stuff? Both, okay. My favourite is the Sonic 3 bonus stage, where you sort of bounce off the sides and hit the Gachapon machine to like get power-ups out of it. That's my favourite. I just think it's cute. Oh, it's actually in the manual itself. Wow. Look at that. So, I guess the reason why I learnt it from a tube of toothpaste first is because I didn't have Sonic 3 as a child for the longest time. That came a lot later. I had Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic and Knuckles at launch. But for whatever reason, I was never bought or gifted Sonic 3. And I mean, games are expensive, I don't expect these things. But yeah, that came much later in life. So I missed out on the full Sonic 3 and Knuckles experience for the longest time. Just played Sonic and Knuckles on its own for the longest time. Well, you know, lock it on with Sonic 1 and 2, you can do some stuff obviously as well, but yeah. The full Sonic 3 and Knuckles experience came later in my life. think it was in the SK manual. Fair enough. I don't remember seeing it in the SK manual, and I definitely had access to that. May have just been an oversight. But yeah, that flimsy little box. And its insert and everything. A real shame. I think lots of people have either lost or broken them. I lost the insert that holds the cartridge from the box. I have the box and the manual, but not the sort of black and white insert. I had it, but as a child, lost it. I think I made one at some point out of some existing card stock, which also fell apart because, you know, it wasn't made to the same standard. It was made by a child. That's so fast. Last 8. Oh shit. Nearly fucked up. I have 0 structural integrity left, yeah. At least yours wasn't eaten by your little brother. You eat it, you absorb the power. I can't remember, if you play Sonic 3 as Knuckles, does Robotnik also become an egg robo in all of these bosses as well? Because I know that happens with Sonic and Knuckles, but yeah, I just can't remember if it also happens to 3. Except in Flying Battery, okay. I don't want to drown during the boss, man. I can never remember where the big rings are in Marble Garden. I'll keep an eye out. I know where 1 is off the top of my head, but shit. Come on. Let's just do that instead. Oh, whoops. How dare. Yeah, I do want to go this way. Oh, crap. Sure. How dare you! See, I could have sworn there was a fake wall somewhere that has a big ring in it. I can't remember where. Time to go fast! Brief amount of time anyway. Get out of it. Come on, there we go. Oh, I needed the spinner to break that. Idiot. Can I go a different way? Yes, I can. Didn't find any big rings, so no emeralds just yet. Thanks, Tails. What are you talking about? Right, I'm pretty sure I can remember where one of the big rings is on this act. Right. How dare! Ah! Right, I'm pretty sure it's down here. Yep, there we go. Oh, this one. I've never quite figured out the trick to this one. There's like two sides to it, and I'm sure there's a correct way to attack each thing without having to jump over stuff and whatnot, but... Because I always want to come at the blue spheres from the right way when I play this. But it often feels like I can't quite... Like, I don't want to have to do that jump, you know? Right, now I'm looking for the little groups of 4, aren't I? Oh no, there's one there. And then it's just one block of 4 on its own. Where are you? Nope, not there. Nope, not there. Where are you, you bastard? There it is. Cool. That's the hardest stage done, at least. From the first of the 7. Just one more emerald left now, and it's the first one, which should be alright if I focus on it. I just need to find another big ring. But yeah, other things I've been up to today. I got my copy of Data East Arcade 2 for the Evercade. That turned up today. It finally went back in stock, and I've been meaning to get that for a while. Haven't played much of it yet, but I'm excited to get some Midnight Resistance time at some point. I've also been jumping back into Tales of Zestiria on PS4 because I've been getting a bit of a hankering for some RPGs. I keep watching this channel, I think it's called Retro Break, and he seems really into his RPGs and it's quite infectious. And I realised, oh yeah, I've got like loads of Tales of games that I haven't finished. Maybe I should do that. And yeah, that was the most convenient. So yeah, reinstalled that. Been having a good time with that. Thankfully, bollocks. Thankfully, didn't forget how to play it or get lost. Still powering away through House Flipper. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's very much been your game as of recent. There we go. Give me some rangs. Thank you. Precarious position there. Oh, I've just remembered we've got Carnival Night next, and I know where plenty of the big rings are in that stage, so we should be good to get the first 7 emeralds soon. It's a bit crap that you can't get all the base achievements and that counts as 100%. Like, it's a shame that it includes the DLC ones as standard, like, you know, achievements you have to work towards. I feel like those should be included separately. I can't imagine getting all the achievements is a particularly hard thing to do in Duress though, if you know what you're doing. That shouldn't be too difficult. You've got to be careful with this first bit. If I remember correctly, if you hit him like for the full 8 times during that first sequence, it actually like soft locks the game. At least it does in vanilla Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Here we go. I was just playing it for comfort. Yeah, yeah. Do it. I remember just being so, like, blown away first time I played Dear Esther. Pure atmosphere, that game. Penis music. Hey, hey. Yeah. I'm trying to remember if it's the second act that's easier to find big rings in, or if this one's not too bad. Either way, I'll know when I see them. There's your jam moment. Oi. Is there a opening in that wall? No, there is not. Not yet. Get an extra life while we're here. I think there's an opening here, yeah. And there's a big ring! Hey! Right, let's do this again and pay attention. Then at least we can just blitz through the rest of Sonic 3 and Super Sonic. I don't know if it's the only moment, but it's definitely like the most similar to Michael Jackson's song for sure. It's certainly the bit that most of the people comparing the songs seem to zone in on. There we go. Are we going to hear Stranger in Moscow? I can't remember now. Is that Sonic 3 only credits, or is that Sonic 3 and Knuckles credits? I think it might be different in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. We can now be Super Sonic. So that's pretty cool. Get used to hearing this song a lot. S3 only credits. Makes sense. Sonic 3 soundtrack's the only one that ever seems to get changed for re-releases and whatnot. How do we all feel about the prototype music? It's really grown on me, I've got to say. I'm a big fan of, I think it's Act 2 of Carnival Night in the prototype. I think it's a really good song. And Act 2 of Launch Base as well in the prototype. Another belter of a tune. Yeah, it definitely needs to be coming out of a YM2612, doesn't it? Hearing it as, you know, MIDIs on the Sonic & Knuckles collection on PC, not great. It certainly sounds better since it got patched for Origins as well. A little bit more in in keeping with the rest of the music. It sounds like it's from the same sort of mix now. It was originally very muffled in Origins, but the game got patched and they've definitely resampled those songs to make them sound a little bit brighter. And they sound more in line with the rest of the soundtrack now. Yep. Are we taking bets on Supersonic in right through a curve into a wall and soft locking? Oh, I'm playing safe, but it could happen. Another one of those quirks that you just kind of have to get used to when you play old Sonic games. I mean, in general, with Sonic games, you kind of have to get used to a lot of weird oddities and quirks and bugs and things. They're never made to a particularly high standard, I've got to say. But some are definitely better than others, let's put it that way. It's like anything though, isn't it? Like, any game, it can't be tested within an inch of its life prior to launch. At some point, someone is just bound to find something that testers won't. Oh yeah, for sure. I was umming and ahhing about playing this on the Sonic 3 Air or Sonic 3 Complete, and just because I did Sonic 2 yesterday as, you know, vanilla under emulation, I thought, well, you know, let's keep that up. There's the old fabled Barrel of Doom. Oh, careful. Right, it's here. Cute. The very rare on his side spinning sprite. It only happens in that one area in Sonic 3. I mean, someone must have had to do something like that. I'm so glad I've got Supersonic for this boss, because it's odd having to do it as normal Sonic. Just body it. Right. It's time for hard times. It's a banger, isn't it? At one point in time, I don't know if it's still the case or not, but at one point in time, this Ice Cap was like the most remixed song on OC Remix. People love Ice Cap. Sorry. Overwriting Ice Cap for Supersonic again. I'll try and keep off it next act. I still don't get it. Fair enough, fair enough. I think it's a good tune. I think it fits better than the Prototype song, personally. But again, each to their own. By the way, I tried to tweak the chat box a little bit, so hopefully the on-screen chat box now is a little bit more readable. I noticed the text was quite small yesterday, so I wanted to try and make that a little bit easier on the eyes. The Supersonic music, yeah. I mean, I don't know, I think Sonic Origins Supersonic theme is a little bit of a crime, unfortunately. That doesn't even use like a YM2612 like sound font. It uses something similar, but like it don't sound right at all. Up you go. Tails. Thank you. Penguinator. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, it's just one of those things, isn't it? Certain songs vibe with people in a way. There we go. Didn't even need to use Supersonic for that act. Right, off to launch base. Do. I think for me, this might be my weakest stage theme from Sonic 3. It's very sample heavy, it's very sort of, you know, hip-hop orientated. Just fine. But there's like noticeable riffs and melodies and stuff in the other ones, which I kind of prefer. But like I say, I really do like the prototype version of Launch Base Act 2. I think it's a really good song. Not so bothered about Act 1, the one that's all like da 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 da. That one's a bit weak. But the second act, real good song. Not too sure it fits the theme of the stage, but I just like it as a song. I didn't realise the speed sheet affected the music when you're supersonic. Lunch break though. You know what I've never listened to is that Sonic 3 and Knuckles CD. I think all the tunes are like re-recorded in the studio or like MIDI-fied or whatever. They're not like just recordings of the game soundtrack. Whoa, that was close. Never experienced that. Probably give that a listen at some point. I'm sure it can be sourced. No Sonic 3 music on it. Ah, it's all Sonic and Knuckles. Didn't realise that. Interesting. I wonder if that's because of, you know, the licensing issues with the composer. Jetsons. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Right. You got to play this act a little smarter than the first, in that I don't really want to activate Supersonic until near the end, because I want as much time and as much availability to use Supersonic for the bosses as possible. And there's that big gap in between the first boss and the second boss, where you're in the little Egg-O-Matic flying over to the Death Egg. So I'll try and hold it back as much as I can. But obviously I run the risk of... Ah! Well, that was a stupid thing to do, wasn't it? I was going to say I run the risk of taking damage and losing the rings, but now I've just got to be fast and maintain rings. We should be all right. As long as I keep racking them up. These things happen. Ah, that would have been useful to be up there and get those rings. Never mind. I think we've got plenty. I think we should be alright. Come on. Yeah, you can, I think. You can switch him off. They put like activation on a separate button and everything as well. Whereas it's just jump again on this. I mean in Sonic 2 you don't even have to activate it, you just jump in the air. Right, here we go. First boss. Ah, I don't recall that it turned off. They've thought of everything. Look at that. Maybe what I'm thinking of is I always wanted to make sure I had 50 rings going into this second section. So if I was obviously running it out, if I'm playing through the stage and that first boss and stuff, I'd always want to kind of keep as much in the ring counter as possible. Technically 3 bosses, isn't there? I kind of forgot about that. Yeah. Right, first bit done. Oh, you don't fight big arms in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I forgot about that. That's only on Sonic 3 on its own. I didn't have to worry at all then, did I? Right, into Sonic and Knuckles we go. Another set of 7 emeralds to get first. Get a fair few of them in Mushroom Hill, so... Here's another fun fact, right? So you know the bubble shield? Outside of being able to bounce around with it, its main functionality, right, is that you can breathe underwater. The bubble shield's breathing underwater ability does not come into use at all during Sonic and Knuckles. There is not a single body of water that you can drown in Sonic and Knuckles. So as someone that only ever owned a Sonic and Knuckles, I don't think I ever appreciated that the bubble shield lets you breathe underwater. Yeah, think about it, right? Think of the stages in Sonic and Knuckles. There ain't no water. We got Mushroom Hill, no water. Flying Battery in the air, no water. Lava Reef, lava, no water. What else we got? Yeah. Sky Sanctuary in the air, no water. Death Egg in space, no water. I want to go that way. There we go. Not the small bit at the bottom of the waterfall, there's a bubble shield next to some spikes. There's no waterfall in Sonic and Knuckles though. What are you thinking of? Sonic 3, sure, there's loads of water in Sonic 3. Sonic and Knuckles, nothing. Oh shit. There we go. Yeah, here's a bubble shield. No water in this stage to make use of it. But you can do this. That's pretty cool, right? So I actually hate Sonic. Tails. Tails! The hell are you doing, man? Fucking up my steez. I want to get those extra rings. Probably should have got that fire shield so that I can just body this guy a little bit easier. Anyway. Act 2's colour palette changes are really cool for sure. Like you're going through the seasons really quickly. There he is, Pink Knuckles. Whoops. Here's a big ring in here. Ah, it'd be nice to get this one out of the way early. There we go. Had to laser focus there. Yeah, I'm glad that one's out of the way early. So always that last bit where it gets really quick that gets a little dicey. Always making mistakes in there. Right. Let's go up again. Oh, that was nice. Right, hopefully I'm on the top route. I am, because there's another big ring. Oh, it's a nice easy one. You should just sort of follow the path on this one. Cool. Lovely, lovely. Alright, let's carry on. One more emerald we can get in this stage. And it's right over here. This is actually the first emerald this stage. Another fairly easy one, as long as you know where you're going. What am I missing? There it is. Lovely. Cool. We're not quite there yet, but obviously once we unlock hypersonic, flashing light images warning, just in case. I'll obviously let you know once we get to hypersonic if you do suffer from photosensitive epilepsy. Yeah, just to be aware. Ah, it's not letting me up the top. Tails, man. Oh. Lovely stuff. Let's go and do some flying battery. I would have been fine bouncing on that at the start if Tails hadn't hit it first, and then I'd phased through him, and that's how I took damage. That's what happened there. If I was just Sonic on his own, I would have been alright. Just bounced on him all day, no hassle. I do like that line scrolling effect as you go under the arches sort of thing. It is a nice sort of 3D looking effect, for sure. Oh, what a song, man. Stuff, extra life. Yep, lovely. Can't recall if I can remember where any of the big rings are in this stage, or if it's all Act 2, I remember. It might be all Act 2. Come on. Oh, hang on. That might be one. It is. Cool. 3 emeralds left. Oh, I like this stage. Ava Unit 1 colours. And another one down. Samuel Howard. Thanks for jumping in, buddy. Yeah, I've got a lock in when I'm doing the special stages. 2 left. I think we can definitely get another flying battery at some point. But I might have to do the final one in Sandopolis when we get there. Don't think this is a special stage down here. Oh, it is! Well. This one's a bit of a faff if I remember correctly. There we go. One left. Okay. That one and that one. Make it look easy. I have played this game quite a lot. Fair bit of it is muscle memory. Oh no, you hit me on the head, mate. Stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself. There we go. Right, Act 2. I think I can remember if there's a big ring in this second act. I can't. I think I can remember there being one in here. But no stress either way, like if I can't find it, I know there's one in... I know where there's one in Sandopolis. A lot of early Sonic games, it's just repetitive, you know, like you've just got to keep playing it, learn its idiosyncrasies. As someone who grew up with a Mega Drive, it's just, you know, having access to these games and only these games, just, you'd play it a lot, you'd repeat play it. You get used to what's coming, what to expect, what to correct for, you know. Hang on a minute. Go this way. I mean, certain 3D games, sure. I've got a lot of love for SA1 and 2, for sure. I think SA1's got more character than 2, but 2 is definitely, like, a more robust controlling game, I'd say. Doesn't feel like it's falling apart at the seams, whereas Sonic Adventure wants to be played a certain way. If you want to turn around and explore, it starts to fall apart a little bit. But again, gives it some character, I guess. I like the atmosphere of it. It feels more like a consistent world they've created. Everything feels connected. I like that sort of thing. Yeah, I think I prefer SA1 to 2 for sure. It's another comfy game. I like going through that. I'm pretty sure we've played it on the channel, so if you want to check out the full run through, it's on the YouTube archive. I didn't find a big ring on that stage. Never mind. Absolutely no point hitting this thing, but it makes me feel better. It's not that sort of boss. Basically just got to wait for this to get to its final position and then it blows itself up. We were talking about Heroes yesterday. I've been trying to replay that recently and I just can't hack it. It controls so badly. I played through Shadow Hedgehog to get all the endings twice back then. I recently did a bit of a replay. I don't mind it. There are certain stages that put me off it a bit. The ones where you're in like the computer and you're running around on the beams. Those are tiresome. I really hate those stages. Yeah, Jen with 100% on Rise of Lyrics. Heroes is worth it for the dialogue alone. Who's this fraud? Who says that? Is it Vector? He buggered me over again there, Tails. Yeah, it's Vector, yeah. Says it's a rouge in conversation with King Dark, yeah. Right, let's go and find one more big ring, get this emerald, and then we'll charge through the rest of this with Hyper. Oh, interesting. You lot with all your CRTs, you make me jealous. I'd love one. I keep thinking at some point, you know, I'm gonna find one in a charity shop or something, and I'm gonna finally have the availability to pick it up or whatever. But no such luck yet. It would just be nice to have a retro. Right, is there one down here? If I go into like the wall or something. Cannot remember. Go back on myself a bit, hang on. I swear there's one like in a left-hand wall. Oh, nice. No. I'm going too far back on myself at the moment. I'll stumble across one eventually. Is one up here? I think it's one up here. Maybe not. So I gotta go down. Oh, hello. There it is. There it is. I knew it was around somewhere. Okay, final emerald. Oh, it's this one. It's another one I'm not a fan of. Where's the last one? Over here. Done! Okay, trigger warning. Hypersonic features flashing imagery. If you are sensitive to that, then it's probably best to switch off now, but yeah. We have unlocked Hypersonic. He does a move where if you press jump again in the air, it flashes the screen and you can shoot off in any direction. It's very useful, but it's also, like I say, flashing imagery. I'll try not to overuse it, but I will use it because it's very helpful. Well, you gotta get 50 rings first, so you ain't gonna see anything just yet. Right, where are we going? Down? We're going down. There you go, that thing is what I'm talking about. Ah, I can't go this way because I am not Knuckles. Has Hypersonic ever been in another Sonic game? I don't think so, right? Yeah. He's been decanonized. Retconned. He's only non-canon for collecting 2 sets of emeralds. Fair enough. I guess there being 2 sets of Chaos Emeralds isn't really canon, is it, anymore, so yeah. Makes sense. Oh no, I've run out of rings, mate! Come on, in you go, in the drink. Nice. We'll have that. Right. Act 2! Probably one of my least favourite stages in Sonic & Knuckles. The stuff with the lights is a little tiresome. And I'm not a big fan of having to push those switches all the time. Just sort of slows the action down quite a lot. And you have to listen to that horrible bloody noise. The ghosts are cute. I'll give you that. I don't hate the ghosts so much. It's more just the mechanics. And there's a lot of sequences where you're like filling up the stage with sand, which get a little bit tiresome as well. That's why I'm glad we've got Hypersonic for this stage, because I can just sort of blitz through it. The ghosts are getting a bit creepier. Oh, whoops. Right, here we go. Here's the first one of these. Why isn't there an age rating on this tree? Why does that chunk on the edge there never appear? See, I could have got through this a lot quicker if I'd taken some damage and used hypersonic. Oh, I can do that now. There we go. Let's get the hell out of here. Lovely stuff. Ah, whoops. Didn't mean to grab that. Never mind. Just a bit quicker to fall sometimes in these sections. Whoa! Oh, that was unfortunate. Well, at least you get a reprieve from the hypersonic theme for a bit. We'll go a different route this time. We'll go. Oh no, we can only go up. Fair enough. Can't go down route because that's Knuckles only. Can't break that with Sonic. So much for being invincible, yeah. Hypersonic's only invincible to anything that isn't going to crush him. Wait, let me down. I gotta do the boss proper as well. Excuse me. There we go. Cool. Right, on to probably my favourite stage in Sonic & Knuckles. Just love the variety of this. One full act of, you know, lava and fire, and then a second act where everything freezes over. There's a bit more mechanical stuff going on. Just a lot of variety to this stage. And an absolute great transition into Hidden Palace as well. Lots of drama. Oh, it gets good now. Lots to enjoy about the back half of Sonic & Knuckles. I'm also a big fan of this sprite as you go around. Yeah! Don't get to see that very often, but I always appreciate it when you do. Left is down, that's it. Let's go up again, and through here. Thank you. Yep, might as well, especially for this bit. Come to me. Springs. Go back to Fire Shield, I think. Oh, hang on, let's hit that spring. And go up here. Another extra life. Oh, whoops. Oh, might as well use that now. Ah! Well, I guess we're using you. It's another thing you can do with the mid-air flash jump thing. If there are badniks on screen and you do that, they just die. Another little tip there. Don't actually have to hit them specifically. Yeah, Hyper is quite OP. No worries, buddy. Enjoy your evening. Good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. Oh, mate. I have so much love for Sonic Fan Games HQ. Like, I got online in 1999 and Sonic Fan Games HQ was possibly the first, if not one of the first, Sonic fan sites I ever found. I used to download little Sonic games on my dial-up modem and it was always a bit of a crapshoot whether or not you'd actually download them or not because the internet would like cop out. But yeah, so much love for Sonic Fan Games HQ. A little behind the scenes actually, like for anybody listening, I'm sure I can tease this, it's no hassle, but I've recorded 2 episodes of Retronauts with Stuart Jip and Ryan Langley, who used to run Sonic Fan Games HQ, and yeah, those 2 episodes are all about Sonic Fan Games. They should be coming up in the future on Retronauts, if you listen to that podcast. So yeah, excited for everybody to hear that. Yeah, it was really lovely to be asked to be able to do that, and it was lovely to finally chat with Ryan after so many years. I've known of him and, you know, travelled in a similar circle to him online for a very long time, but we never actually formally chatted until that, and that was really nice. He's a lovely guy. I wish him well. He currently runs Sonic the Hedge blog on Tumblr, which is a really good Sonic fan site. So he's still kicking around the Sonic community. Yeah, that's him. It is funny, like, how certain Sonic fans just appear to be lifers, you know? Just one of those things. Part of the Sonic fan community in general, like, just seem to stick around. So many people out there still doing their thing. It's lovely to see. It must be difficult, like, being in a fandom, you know, like, you don't always have the same love for that one thing for most of your life, you know. It can certainly be tested by events and creators and whatnot. For sure. I suppose we've been lucky in that the people involved with the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise haven't been too problematic. Certain fandoms certainly have it worse. Oh, let's do this. We can go here. And then we can go down here and wait for the boss. It's another one of those waiting bosses, unfortunately. You can't really be actively hitting Robotnik in this one. You have to wait for him to be bombed by his own bombs. So yeah, a little tedious as the boss goes, unfortunately. A shame, because I really like Lava Reef otherwise. But I do really love the transition into Hidden Palace. I feel like we're on the path to the end now, like, you get a lot of drama, a lot of cool moments coming up. Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things that's quite special about this game is it tells a story with no dialogue, you know? Like, I think that's always an impressive thing to do. And achieve, you know? Just through the little transitional moments. Cool. Right, off we go. This stage is obviously the big story beat for sure, like... Alright, here we go. Let's have a fight with Knuckles. Obviously, I appreciate that nice mural in the back there. Like, it's foreshadowing something, but I'm not quite sure what it is. Knuckles down for the count. Oh look, here's all the emeralds we've been collecting. This is where we've been going. Yeah, that's what it's foreshadowing. But Robotnik's turned on Knuckles. The bastard. Ah, he's electrocuting him. No. Tails, get out of the way. Knuckles has decided to help us now. Because you realise he'd been working with the wrong guy. Alright, off we go. To Sky Sanctuary. The penultimate stage in the game. Robotnik's launching off with the Death Egg again. Which had previously crashed into Angel Island at the end of Sonic 3. Thanks, Knuckles. You sit this one out, mate. You look knackered. Just like the Star Wars sequel. It is kind of funny that there's a daft Star Wars gag in a Sonic game, right? Multiple Sonic games, in fact. What is... I can't remember the official name for this Metal Sonic. I don't know if he's just classed as Metal Sonic or if he's got his own name. I always used to call him Metallics because that's what Sonic the Comic called him. But I feel like all the Metal Sonic variants have their own name now. Like the silver one from the end of Sonic 2 is now called Mecha Sonic. And for the longest time I used to call him Silver Sonic after like... there's a... yeah. Mecha Sonic Mark II. Makes sense. Yeah, man. I think he did stuff on Fruit Ninja as well. Talented individual. It's lovely to see, you know, a guy from Sonic Fan Games HQ actually end up working in games and coding and stuff, you know. That seems like the logical pipeline for that sort of thing. Oh! I got jumped! Got a bit too ballsy there. No worries. Oh, damn it. Be careful, don't get done again. Oh, for sure. So many cool indies have come out of the fan game scene now. Freedom Planet, Frogun, Pizza Tower, loads of cool stuff. And he's down. Right, on to Death Egg. Spark the Electric Jesters, another Sonic Fan Games alumni. Yeah, I haven't got around to Freedom Planet 2 either. I'll have to get on that at some point. Did enjoy the first one. A little story heavy, I think, but it played well. And that's what counts. Is there something down here? No. I'm not thinking of the right area. All good? Oh, hang on. Those, and there's also a bunch of monitors here. Right, let's get cracking. Yeah, but see, they serve a purpose in Sonic CD. Like, that's like a free area for you to time travel. Whereas in games that don't have time travel mechanics, they just kind of feel a bit like a nuisance. Everybody's favourite sequence. That's that side done. There we go. Ah. Oh, it's not too bad. It's a short one. I don't like getting caught in those. If I can avoid them, I will. You know. They often feel like they just sort of waste your time. Cool. Act 1 boss. Phase 2. Yeah. Nice one, Tails. Right. Final act, and then final boss. Very close now. Ugh. How do you feel about games with gravity switching? I can't say I've ever been a big fan. I got nothing against VVVVV. But I'd say it was not my preferred way of playing a platformer upside down. Yeah, Mario Galaxy is probably the best example of that. But it often angles the action a little bit so that it doesn't feel so disorientating. Ah! Shit! Shit! Great. Oh yeah, we get to experience something that I only very, very recently discovered about the boss for this stage. I can't wait to show you. A nice new little technique that I only recently learned about. Been playing it the long way all these years, and now I have a nice easy way to get through this next boss. Once we get there, I will show you. How dare. Just take me, just take me there, mate. Thanks. almost there now. Play it safe. Here we go. Right. So, for the longest time, I always thought the way you're supposed to play this boss is by letting him release the little things and then switching the gravity so that the spikes hit him like that, right? Turns out you can do this. There he goes. You can just fucking spin dash him, only on the top. But that also counts towards a hit. You can do it there as well, as long as they're turned upside down. Who knew? I certainly didn't. So much faster. Alright. Final boss. Yuji Nakano. Eugene Naka. Right, time to bust some fingers. Right, we've got to be careful in the next phase of this boss because we've got Tails with us and he could potentially hit the core first and do me a disservice. I'll bloody phase through and lose a life. So, yeah, gotta play it safe. Here we go. Yeah, see? Bloody Tails. He bloody did it! I knew he was going to do it! It's the one disservice to having Tails in this boss. I don't mind having a free hit, that's all good, but it puts me at a disadvantage. What happened there? This boss is not going to play ball, is it? That's one hand down. Oh, careful. Right. Come on. Let's get this. First try. Well. Oh, that was close. Play this extra safe now. Tails. At least I got my timing down. Nice. Oh, that was close. Last sequence. There we go. Right, on to the Doomsday. More rings. Ow, ow. Come on, more rings. Right, first part. Just got to guide these rockets into his face. Oh shit. That's one. Another one. Come on. There we go. Right, last bit. Let's get this over and done with. I haven't got many rings left. Come on. I don't know if we're going to make this, lads. I don't know if we're going to make this. No! Didn't have enough rings. Gotta play that so much smarter. Ah! Come on! Missing all the rings. Right, come on. Ah! Need to get a better cycle than that. Come on! No, we're not going to do this. Shit. Shit. Fuck. Okay. I think we're on a better cycle this time. We're still cutting it close. At least we get another opportunity to get some rings as well. He doesn't take too many hits, so we should be alright. There we go! Done. Cool. Well, thank you very much for watching. That brings us to the end of tonight's stream, basically. Suppose we'll watch the credits together. It's another Sonic game down. Played to completion on the old Twitch channel there. Done Sonic 1, 2, 3 and Knuckles and CD and Sonic Adventure. They're all on the YouTube archive if you want to go and scope them out at some point. But yeah. Great game. Really good stuff. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, appreciate you hanging out and chatting. Thanks for watching and all that. Yeah, as always, search for Sonic Yoda Stream Archive on YouTube if you want to watch the archives, back catalogue of streams and stuff. You can follow me on Blue Sky Mastodon as @Sonic Yoda. Please check out my website SegaDriven.com and its accompanying YouTube channel, youtube.com/@SegaDriven. Yeah, if you liked what we did tonight, please consider subscribing or following the channel on Twitch. And yeah, we'll play some more stuff in the future. I'm going to let this roll through before we call it entirely quits for tonight. But I very much thank you for hanging out and chatting and keeping me company. Oh, pleasure was mine, man. Thank you. Right, here we go. Final moments. Oh, he's jumping off. Yeah! And there we go. I think that's your final screen. Oh no, get a nice little Sonic 3 and Knuckles with the gang. Here we go. Alright guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time.